Hey everybody, it is Corey here again from Ocean Blue Yacht Sales in Stuart, Florida, and I am super excited today because I get to bring you this boat behind me, the Solace 415 CS. I personally believe this is one of the coolest boats in the market right now, and if I had to bet, a lot of you guys probably haven't heard of it. So relatively new model for Solace, and I cannot wait to show you all the benefits and the features that this thing has. Stay tuned, we're going to jump inside and go through the entire thing. All right, before I lowered it in the water, I just wanted to give you guys a nice side profile of the boat and how she looks. You got a through-hole anchor windlass right there. From the factory, a tow eye was installed for a potential tender. This boat also runs off of diesel stern drives. We'll get to that once we get towards the back and the engines. I'll go over that in more detail, but that tender right there. Usually the bigger boats run diesel, so it makes it simple and easy for this boat to be a tender as well. Has a 23-degree dead rise. It weighs 22,000 pounds, has a 460-gallon fuel tank. So, and then this boat is just fully loaded. I mean, you have the Garmin radar up top, you have the FLIR, the spotlight, there's outriggers, all kinds of fish rod holders. And we're gonna get inside now, but I just wanted to give this to you real quick so you could see how she looks. Gorgeous boat from Solace. Can't wait to get in there. All right, we're gonna start at the bow, but before I get into everything, I just wanted to give you a little idea. I think it's really important for you guys to know who built Solace. Stephen Daugherty is the mastermind behind this product, and he's been building boats for 30 plus years. His dad was a big part of Boston Whaler, and he started his career there, and then he ended up at Everglades and built just a great product and really lifted that product to where it is. And now this is his newest venture, to where he's really just setting the pace, and he's really the pioneer of this field, I'd say, and you're gonna see a lot of reasons why. We'll start here with this massive bow area. You have a nice table here that rotates, so depending on where you wanna sit, you can maneuver this however you'd like. Flip it all the way around if you want. A lot of guests can sit there and enjoy a nice meal. Obviously you have an anchor locker up there with the through-hole windlass. There's 2 cleats. All the rod holders that you see are also cup holders, so they're dual purpose. You'll see that there. And what I think is one of the coolest features on this boat, I'm gonna lift up this cushion here. You're not gonna see any snaps on that cushion. All that is a magnet, and there's magnets on this side as well, you'll see here. So when it finds its happy spot, it locks into place, and you don't have to worry about trying to reach behind it and underneath it and making sure all the snaps are there. It's just kind of a pain, but something there that he thought of, and man, what a great idea. So then you have this huge forward-facing lounge. You could easily fit 2 people, probably even 3. Got a cup holder in the middle, and then you have space here underneath there as well. So now this table obviously can be lifted and untwisted and stow. If you want room to fish, no obstacles, you can just remove that table. Underneath here as well, nice easy lift, all gas strut, deep locker here for storage. Speakers to the front, subwoofer. I think I counted 15 speakers on this boat. All JL audio, the highest quality that you can get. This boat is just pristine. We're gonna turn around here and go towards the back. I'm gonna be able to open up all these compartments for you so you guys can get a nice idea of what it all is. So speaking of fishing, right, you got all your tackle there. 2 drawers, which is money. On this side, another cool invention, nice easy access for garbage, right? Everybody is always like, oh, where do I put my garbage, right? Well, they thought of that, and instead of having to fill your live well full of trash, there's actually a nice little area right there that you can just put your garbage in. So little stuff like that you'll see as we approach the back of this boat. Little stuff like that is all over this boat, and that's what makes it so fun to show. We'll continue now. All right, as we approach the stern, I just wanna, the port side of this hole mimics the starboard side. So I'm gonna walk down this side, but just keep in mind, under the gunwale is the same on both sides. So open up this latch, got little compartment for storage, nice little bungee cord to keep everything secure there for you. You'll also notice there's rod holders every so often as you approach the stern. This boat is very fishable. You have a whole side window for your cabin, which we will get into. There's also a nice little spot for your fenders right there. And Another innovative thing here I love. So you have your fresh water or raw water. It just depends on whatever you want. You can rotate this, and then the hose that has a nice little convenient holder right there will be whichever one that you select right here. And that's on both sides. So you don't have to pick and remember, oh, the fresh water's on this side, the raw water's on this side. Wherever you're at and wherever you need water, you can just rotate that, and then you get you what you want. Keep in mind too, right? Diesel stern drive, so that's gonna be the fill for that. And another very cool, innovative thing, I have a knife here, I wanna show you this. There are magnets that'll stick every so often as you approach the gunnel. So those Yeti cup holders, right, that they actually sell specific ones that say Solace on it, and it comes with the boat, that it'll actually stay in place as you're running. So again, pioneer, innovation, all this is done right here in Florida, Edgewater. There's so many bells and whistles on this thing. Gotta open up these floor fish boxes. So open it from either compartment, and I'm gonna go ahead and get in here so you guys just can see how long that is. I believe it's 80 gallons on each side. So massive fish boxes. Obviously you have holders for outriggers and gaffs and all that underneath the gunnel here as well. And without further ado, we're gonna spend some time right here at the helm. Okay, as we approach the helm here, I just have to say these seats are some of the softest skins I've actually had the pleasure of sitting on. And it's just, if you ever get an opportunity to get on this boat, you'll see what I'm talking about. And it also has shock absorbers, each of them. Not something you normally see on a boat, but like I said, this boat's a little different. It has so many different bells and whistles on it. That's going to be your joystick driving feature right there, right? So if you're at the helm here in the center, you can actually press this button right there, and it'll allow you to actually cruise with the joystick up to 30 miles an hour. It also has a docking mode, and Volvo Penta just has a really good DPS, which is digital positioning, which allow you to stay in one spot as well. So tons of bells and whistles as we approach. Oh, and that is one of the softest helm pads I've ever had the pleasure of actually standing on. You got to get on the boat and feel it for yourself, but that is a very soft helm pad. And what's cool about it too is if you want, you can go over here and footrest up. It'll actually raise you. So this is coming up as we speak right now. I'm being lifted, and you can go down. So it really just adjusts to whatever height you are, or kids want to get on board and pretend to drive. That's kind of a cool feature as well. Tons of cool features. Here's another one. So watch that windshield. Incredible. That just does so much for the functionality of this boat. Not only can you see without any obstruction at night with glare or docking or whatever the case is, but it allows you to get airflow when it gets hot like it is today. And then it's robust. Each of those actuators can withstand 2,000 pounds of pressure. So you can run with this windshield open just like how it is. Obviously be mindful of things potentially coming at you, but yeah, that's a really cool feature as well. Fusion stereo head system, all your digital switchings here through the Garmin screens. Pretty neat stuff. Operate everything through digitally the screens, or you have some options here that you can also take care of. There's an ACR spotlight, got your ignition switches, another dual screen over here for Garmin. Oh, another little cool feature over here is Shadowcaster. So when it loads, you'll be able to operate all the lighting for your entire boat right through this thing here. So underwater hardtop speaker, it's kind of cool. You can actually program this to where the music plays and the lighting in the speaker goes to the sound of the music. So opportunities are endless with this thing. Alrighty, as we approach the stern here, I want to point out a couple of cool little things. So this drawer right here actually opens up, and you have a dedicated storage compartment for your grill. It even comes with propane, and that goes right into the rod holder, so you can have a barbecue while you're out on the water, enjoying some family time. And then when you're done, you can clean it up, put it away. It has its own little place. You also have a little nice compartment right here where you can put knives, pliers, all that little things. It's just hidden, tucked out of the way. Keeps everything nice and clean. And then you have a nice little step with C-deck that you can approach the hardtop and climb up here. Can get a second station if you'd like, but you got access to everything up top with rod holders. You got 4 on this side, 4 on the other side, and then everything else on the top of the hardtop as well. So easy access up there from the step. Come back here. I went ahead and opened up the mechanical space latch already because I wanted to be able to show you guys just how clean this is in here. Look at that. So you got your generator right there, batteries, and then this is the new MC2 quick gyro. So that's air cooled. So instead of water cooled like Seakeeper, this is air cooled. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to spool up. So a little bit of faster spool up time and not having to worry about the plumbing and situations there is kind of nice. You got some more batteries on that side and then just a ton of open space. You can use this for storage too if you wanted to. It's just so clean and crisp. We'll go ahead and shut that, so I can show you one of my personal favorite features. This backrest actually comes down. Not only do you have tackle storage right here, but you got a nice little prep station to where you can actually rig some baits while you're getting ready to fish. And it's just a very well thought out design because you have a nice big open cockpit and you're getting ready to fish and you're getting ready to get prepped to go out. You got a space to do that as well. Close this back up. Nice C-deck design as well too. And then another really, really neat feature is you see 2 Garmin displays in the aft. So that's for your passengers, right? So you have controls right here on either side. Take that back, that's just lighting controls. You gotta control the Garmin's from this side. But you operate here and you can actually rotate the screen. So if you wanna see the distance to the spot, you can actually change that screen depending on what you wanna see in the back. And that is on each side, which is really neat. Just little things that they thought of that makes a world of difference. Without further ado, this is probably the coolest feature on this boat just because you have so much space underneath here. First and foremost, these are some live wells, 50 gallons, right? Has a divider in there. Obviously, it serves a dual purpose. You can put this footrest down and you have a nice backrest right there to be able to lounge. Your stern drives are underneath there. I'll open that up so you can see them momentarily, but that is the benefit of stern drives, right? You don't have outboards hanging off the back of your engine, or I'm sorry, the back of the boat. Instead, you have a massive lounge here that is a very comfortable position to be in as you're cruising. I mean, you can fit easily 3 people, maybe even 4 on this thing, you know, and it feels secure and it's safe. And that's the benefit of having that. And you have a huge, massive platform back here that you can walk around. These obviously can be removed if you don't like them, but it does provide a little bit of a security feature when you're out and about, something to grab onto. A nice ladder right there to be able to be deployed for when you want to get out and enjoy the water. I think this is a nice view right here. Looking back towards the bow there. Just a gorgeous design. I really enjoy this boat, it's nice. You got a compartment there where you can put some lines in floor hatch. And as we approach here, this is another neat feature. Obviously it has a swim platform here. There's a trigger style lock and allow it to open up. And then this latch actually houses the ladder. So you don't have to go and figure out where the ladder is, and it's usually in a hard to get spot. All this is you open up the latch, you deploy it. When you're done, you put it right back in the same space and you're ready to go for the next time. So it's really easy in, easy out. Another very, very good design by the Daughtery team over at Solace. And then just look at this. I mean, that is a massive hardware system that's built in-house, by the way. I mean, everything is in-house at Solace. I was at the plant about a month ago. And when I say these guys and gals really enjoy and know how to build boats, I've seen it firsthand. It's very impressive, and they're always willing to improve, which is why I think the product is so nice. Let's go check out the cabin and we'll wrap up. All right, we are gonna go into the cabin here, but before we do, I just gotta let you guys see how robust this latch is right here. Check that out. It's a pretty neat design by the team. And you can actually lock it into place. So when you open this latch, let me kind of demonstrate it for you here. So that locks it into place, right? Then you open the latch here. It'll actually hinge, and then you can lock it into place there. And then as you're cruising, say somebody has to use the head real quick, that won't move. That door handle won't move in that position, which is a nice safety feature. So we're gonna go in here now, and you can kind of see a ton of space. Nice little lounge. You have a TV as well. Let's go get in here. I'm 6'2", and I can stand without problem in here. Now you do have a taper down. Now keep in mind that's where the forward-facing seat is on the bow. But as far as storage and room and an actual sleeping headquarters, this will do the trick. You'll see these little black prongs are actually stuck out. What that is actually a place for these backrests to come out. Of course, they're held by, you guessed it, magnets. And when you do this, let me see if I can do this with one hand. It'll slide over, and it'll create a nice little berth for somebody to sleep in. 2 people probably easily. Same is true with this. This comes out and goes right here, so you have a nice full berth. And then you have the forward shades here. You can see it's actually even labeled. Attention to detail. And then that's the aft shade. I'm gonna flip around so you can check out the head and the shower. A nice rainfall shower. Nice curtain for privacy. You got 3 latches there where you can hang your towel. Have a nice big open window for view here. And obviously you can pull that down for privacy. Have a mirror, nice little sink with storage underneath. Pop out here. As you can see, all the amenities that you need overnight. Microwave. You got a nice little, this is kind of a clever design here. Nice little cooler for like a wine cooler, for instance, right? Stick some ice in there, keep it on ice if you'd like. You got some storage down there for some beverages if you would like. Obviously you have your AC and your DC power panel right there, so everything's operated right in one spot. And if you open up these latches, remember I was telling you about those Yeti cups that stick on the gunnels? Well, Solace has their own. Comes with the boat. Those will go right on the gunnel, won't move, so you can have a beverage on there as well as you're operating this boat. Just a job well done. I'm taken away by all the different innovations I see here, and as I mentioned, it's just a product of a design team and an owner that just doesn't stop until he comes out with the absolute best product. And I think that's what you'll see in here. I went ahead and opened up the space here so you can take a look at these stern drives from Volvo Penta. And I think my buddy Tom Eckel actually works for Volvo Penta. He said it best. These are not your grandfather's stern drives, right? So the big thing with stern drives is the bellows and getting water in it and having corrosion and whatnot, which this has bellows, but what's different and kind of bringing it up to date, there's sensors that allow you to know if there is water that got in. So it's not gonna be a guessing game, I guess you could say, if there is or if there isn't. These engines will tell you. And not to mention, I was on this boat yesterday and we were operating it, and we were wide open throttle getting 1.4 miles per gallon, which is just unheard of. We were cruising, I think it was like 50 miles an hour. I'll make sure to drop the link to the video so you can see that. But these engines are efficient, they give you plenty of space, and it's just a smooth riding product. An absolute pleasure. All right, guys, there you have it. Hope you got a really good idea of what Solace is and what this 415 has to offer. There's probably some more options and features and whatnot that I missed. There's just so much to go over on this boat. But of course, if you want to see it in person, contact me, text me, call me. Ocean Blue Yacht Sales right here in Stuart, Florida. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, I love the support, feedback, whatever you have to offer. I'm all ears. So I appreciate you guys, and see you next time.